What's up, guys? It's Stuck in Carbonite, and yes, I know it's been like 2 weeks since some change. I think almost 3 weeks since the last video I uploaded, but it's been busy, and between work and uh, really just having a lot of fun outside of work has been honestly the most like rewarding thing ever, but also very tiring. And it's like, yeah, I'm a little bit tired, but it was like totally worth it. Like we've done so much, my fiance and I, with friends and everything, and we had the dog's birthday today. Uh, threw her little party because like why not? It was fun. We had our friend's birthday like a week ago, and then I celebrated my birthday. Just a lot of birthdays, a lot of cool things going on. It turned in also to like a beach trip, so we were kind of like all over the place. But all in all, we have had so much fun. Uh, Ate a lot of good food, and really just having a good time, just in general. And the reason why I want to make this video is just kind of like catch up, with everything. But I also got like some really good hauls, and we also went to GalaxyCon. So like after all of this stuff, birthdays and this and that, and then GalaxyCon. So yeah, a lot of this stuff kind of hit all at once. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But I guess we'll start off with the things that I got like before my birthday. So I guess we'll try to go in order here based off of what I remember. My memory is actually really good. It's just right now it is not clicking. For some reason, I might brain fart. It's just a little foggy up here. But I guess first is technically this. So I did get the Revenge of the Sith card back for the Black Series Count Dooku. I did not pay full price for this. Matter of fact, this was a gift from the fiance. She got this for $3. So this was on clearance for $3. Like, absolute steal. Like, I already have the mainline Count Dooku open, so I'm probably going to keep this one on card, but I think that is absolutely amazing. And whenever she texted me, I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's a no-brainer. Like, that's too good of a deal. And super cool card back. Like, so even if you don't even open it up, that's just a cool, like, decoration piece, if you will. And then a few days before, can't remember. I think it was after our trip. Yeah, so it was after the beach trip, I'm almost certain. But I went to Target after work, and I was looking for the new Classified Series Breaker, but I ended up finding this. And I've been wanting this. This is the Hot Wheels Sky Striker from G.I. Joe. And I think it looks really cool. I don't know if you can really see the details. I know that the lighting is terrible in here. But, I mean, honestly, I think it was, what, $7? $6 or $7. I think it's really cool. I mean, it's all die cast. I mean, except for the, obviously the plastic pieces for the windshield and the stand. But, I mean, I think that's super cool. I've always liked the micro scale vehicles for anything. And this was like, I saw it and I was like, I had to get it. And then on top of that, I was wearing my Destro shirt in Target, right? So I'm walking up to the register with this thing, and a dude stops me. He's like, yo, check this out. And I'm like, who is this kid? I was like, that's kind of random, And he pulls out his phone, and then he's scrolling through his camera. I'm like, what is he doing? And then he finds a picture. He's like, check that out. And the dude's like shredded, and he's got a freaking Cobra symbol like in his upper chest. I was like, dude, that is sick. And I was like, dude, that's so awesome. And that's how old he was. I think he said he was 19. And I just think it's so cool to see like younger G.I. Joe fans, because it was just like out of nowhere. And it was such a wholesome interaction because like literally I know a few people that are like G.I. Joe fans, but not like not diehard G.I. Joe fans to get a tattoo of a Cobra symbol on their chest. So that was cool. Cool interaction to go along with the Sky Striker. So yeah, that was awesome. I guess next we will go into, I guess, birthday stuff, because that was a lot. The fiance really spoiled me, got me way too much. Like I literally only asked for one thing, but I got so many other things on top of that. Incredibly blessed by family and friends, and for real, y'all just did way too much. Absolutely too much. So the fiance knows my kryptonite. Nutter butter wafers. If you've ever seen these, I am known to go through a whole pack of these in one sitting. Well, not one sitting. Well, yes, but also throughout the day. Not healthy, but these things are amazing, and they just don't fill you up. You could eat those literally all day, every day, and not get tired of them. And yes, they are better than the Nutter Butter cookie. I also got some cool shirts. So this is a Venom tank. I don't really wear tank tops, obviously, because, you know, I got these massive guns. You know, I love to show off. Psych. But yeah, you got the little Venom logo on the front, and on the back is this really cool image of Venom. Very colorful, very bright. So yeah, really dig that. I know it's kind of backwards for you guys, but that's super cool. Definitely will be wearing that. Really awesome, and it feels great too. So we got that. Then we also got, this one's pretty sick, Lightning McQueen shirt. Because who doesn't love Lightning McQueen? Yeah, pretty sick. Sorry that it's wrinkly. I had it at the bottom of the bag. But yeah, I thought that was a cool shirt. Definitely wanted to show that one off. She also got me like these Transformer socks. They came in like a pack. But I already wore the Megatron ones. And I wore my Decepticon and Autobot logo ones at the convention. But we got Bumblebee. Thought those are pretty cool. G1 Bumblebee. Then we got the Autobot logos. Pretty cool. I didn't realize it said Autobot. That's pretty sick. And then we got Prime. So there's Optimus Prime. There we go. Pretty cool. So we got those. And then, you know, I'm like a 5-year-old. I love drinking my beverages out of cups with characters on them. So she got me like literally one of the most goated trios ever. We got Ghost Spider, a.k.a. Spider-Gwen, Peter Parker, a.k.a. Spider-Man, and Miles Morales Spider-Man. So yeah, cool cup. Pretty dope. Must say I will be drinking a lot of beverages out of that cup. And then also we got this cool Deadpool shirt with him riding a unicorn, and it's like Japanese writing underneath, which I'm assuming says Deadpool. Pretty cool. He's also holding a chimichanga. So yeah, pretty cool. Like that shirt. And then honestly, the least expected, or the most unexpected, I should say. Not saying it's a bad thing, because the shirts, like, I like Hawaiian shirts, like the button-up Hawaiian shirts with short sleeves. I don't know, I'm reaching unk status, and that's like my style. But like, check this out, Smurfs. Isn't that dope? Yeah, pretty cool. So I like that. I'll definitely be wearing that because OG cartoons are goated. I don't care what anybody says. Even though I don't watch all of the OG cartoons, they're still cool. So yeah, and then I guess to finish off the birthday gifts, I'm trying to make sure I get this straight. Or maybe this is the part of the anniversary gift. Because we also had our 5-year anniversary. And yeah, so just a lot. See, my mind's already in 40 different places. So yeah, she also got me some high chews. These are great. If you've ever had high chews, like, I mean, it's like what, like taffy in a way, but they're delicious. They're great. So got those. And then we also got some Mambas fruit chews. These are amazing. Them and high chews are kind of the same in a lot of ways. They're both absolutely delicious. And then I kind of had here I go again. I just sound like a 5-year-old. I had a bit of a SpongeBob theme to the birthday for a reason, because there's like a hidden joke in one of the episodes that I think a lot of people kind of know by now, even if you don't watch SpongeBob. But I love Dr. Squatch soap. She got me both of the SpongeBob scents that they just came out with. And I gotta say, the Sea Star Shenanigans, that was gas. I mean, they're both gas, but this one smells really good. And then the one thing that oh wait, hold up. Oh, I forgot. I literally forgot. This was also part of the birthday. I got a Blockies blind box for Transformers 1. I got Ironhide. I do not have Ironhide, so I thought that was cool. But for some reason, the helmet won't close all the way. Like whenever I put the two pieces together to make his face. That won't close, but still, Ironhide, goated. And now we'll get to the final thing. This was like the one thing that I like really, really wanted. And like it is literally exceeded my expectations. This is the 3-0 MDLX Sideswipe figure. For those of you that do not know, Sideswipe is one of my goats when it comes to Transformers, and boy did they knock it out the park. And again, I'm sorry for the lighting, but dude, this figure is unbelievable. I haven't had much time to kind of play around with it, but absolutely insane. And really, it's literally a work of art. It is just so cool. So yeah, Sideswipe 3-0, dope. So now, I'm going so out of order here. It's like unreal. My parents also got me a lot of candy and stuff. So again, more Mambas, Nerd Clusters. Those are great candies. We got Krabby Patties because, you know, SpongeBob. And by the way, SpongeBob's goated. We got the Ocean Water Sonic Drink Mix. Pretty good. And this is supposed to be like a Crunch Bar, but SpongeBob Crunch Bar. It's obviously not Nestle Crunch, but still, same thing. And then also, a SpongeBob notebook to write things in, because who doesn't need a SpongeBob notebook with all your favorite characters as the tabs, right? So yeah, cool notebook. I guess we'll go into, oh wait, I forgot. I have these sitting over here for a reason. So our good friends, they gave me a gift card to some Chipotle, and also got these these other Hawaiian shirts of Stitch, pretty cool pattern, and also this Venom one. I'm really digging that one. So yeah, got some nice swag to wear. And then if we go into, this is so much stuff. If we go into the anniversary gifts, we did a lot, and my fiance honestly did way too much. I'm being dead serious. I got another Blockies kit, but this one is my first duplicate, and it's B127. You guys, if you watch anything on my channel, which I doubt anybody does, but if you watch my Blockies video, my first two TF1 characters were B127 and Sentinel Prime. So yeah, I got B. So pretty cool. I don't care. The more the merrier, right? And then this is super cool. I haven't bought or received a Funko Pop in forever. And this one's really cool. And I know whenever we went grocery shopping, we go down the toy aisles because, like every other adult, right? And we went towards the video games and vinyls and all that. And I've noticed that this one was gone for a while, but I knew I've seen it there. And I was like, there's no way people would buy that. Or, well, maybe they do. But usually this kind of stuff sits around for a while. But fives. Funko Fives was like this really cool art deco. The box is super colorful. I think this is sick. I might get the other two in the series. I might not. Boba Fett and Kylo Ren. But that's dope. So, awesome gift. Thank you. And oh yeah, literally the biggest thing. So this was also a surprise for the anniversary. Like this, I'm telling you, dude, it just never ends. Like I just got a whole list of stuff. Yeah, I don't think I can say really much more. The Lego Office set. I love The Office. One of my favorite shows ever, and the fact that now I have this Lego set is absolutely insane. Definitely gonna have a fun time building this. I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put it, but super cool set. I believe that does it for all the gifts, if I'm not mistaken. There might be something else if I've already placed it somewhere. Like, honestly, we just have so much stuff everywhere. I'm just trying to, like, clean up. But I believe that's everything. And then, if you want to include the movie we also saw yesterday, we saw Fantastic Four. And yes, it was pretty good. It was really good. So that was also part of our thing for the anniversary. And then we had good food to eat afterwards. And, I also got some food gift cards that I've already blown through. Yeah, so all in all, super blessed to be on this earth for another year, to have such wonderful family and friends. We've really honestly just had a great time, and I just love all these people. They're amazing. So I guess before I get into the con stuff, I did come back from the con and I got a package because this did ship out early, and and the more I see of these things, I'm just seeing the end goal. So I already have Scrapper and Bone Crusher, and I just received in Hook and Long Haul from the Studio Series Transformers line, from Studio Series 86. And I haven't even transformed Long Haul or Hook yet, because so much has been going on, and the time that I actually have had to chill, I've just been laying around, being lazy. So yeah, I definitely want to get around to playing with these guys, transforming them, because I am super hyped for Devastator. If I'm correct, I think I'll be able to build Devastator by early October. And this will be my first ever Devastator that I'll be building. I'm super excited because ever since Revenge of the Fallen came out, you know, we always wanted that Devastator toy from the movie. Yep, you know, sue me right now. Yell at me if you want to. But we wanted that Devastator. Never really got it, you know. But we got every other Transformer. Gosh, we have so many characters. But, you know, I've always wanted to build a Devastator, and especially as I got older and I watched the G1 cartoon, I was like, wouldn't it be so cool to have a G1 Devastator? You know, this is something that I've always wanted since I was like 12. So the fact that now I'm able to do it is, I mean, it's awesome. It's amazing, and I'm super thankful and blessed to be able to do something like this. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to making Devastator based off the '86 movie or the G1 cartoon. So yeah, I guess to kind of go through the rest of my laundry list here, I think now we're caught up and all we have left is GalaxyCon. So we went to GalaxyCon Raleigh. We only went on Friday, and the reason for that is because in the past 2 years, it has been so insanely busy on Saturday because that's normally our day to go. Because I mean, I could have gone on Sunday, but Sunday's probably going to be just as bad because it's the last day. And, you know, we have church and stuff, so I try not to interfere with that if I can. You know, if I can always make my way to kind of set a day outside of church. But, you know, is what it is. We decided to take off a day of work, and man, was it truly rewarding. We got to see basically everybody we wanted to see. So many great guests this year. We got to go to the Terrifier panel, and basically all of the main characters were there. So the whatchamacallit, we have Lauren and Elliot and David, who is Art the Clown. So they were there. So basically the main trio, the main characters were there. That was an awesome experience. Just seeing Art the Clown was cool as crap. I also got to meet Spencer from Ice Nine Kills. If you know that band, they are amazing. I got to meet their lead singer. Got a picture with him. That was pretty cool. Trying to think of, I mean, like, we obviously played games, went to all the different vendor booths and stuff. I know my fiance and her friend, they went to go see one of the guys from Twilight. Then also our friends got to see the guy who was Jason in the Friday the 13th remake, the one from 2009. He was pretty cool. Trying to think of who else they might have met or talked to outside of that. But I think we caught up. So yeah, we ate good food, went to a panel, saw some cool guests, and now we'll just go into the people I met, the people that I paid for things. I guess we'll start off with this because I literally found out he was going to be there the night before, and I just remembered I had this comic book. So I was like, this is a no-brainer. I need to see this guy. So I met Ethan Sachs, and if you don't know who Ethan Sachs is, he's a comic book writer, and I think he might be an artist as well. He wrote the Star Wars Bounty Hunters book. This is issue number 1, and I remember I got this. I vividly remember buying this at Walmart in a pack of comics. I think it was like 3 or 4 comics in the pack, and I bought it because this was the top of the pack because I knew this was the new book at the time. I still haven't read the whole series, but this first issue is a banger because Valance is such a great character, and the way he writes Boba Fett is literal perfection. He is just so stone cold, straight to the point, and he is literally a menace in this book, and I told him that. And the dude has such a cool signature because it's his initials, and he puts the arrow through because I think he said one of his first ever big roles at Marvel was writing a Hawkeye line. So pretty cool, and I think it looks cool with the yellow signature to match the title. Kind of pops. So this is my 3rd comic ever signed. Pretty proud, and such a cool guy, by the way. So Mr. Sachs, you are a legend. He was also wearing the Roosevelt shirt, the button-up shirts with the Ralph McQuarrie art. Super dope fire. I was also able to meet, this one I was really excited for, was Sean Gunn. We didn't really get to talk much, but I just got a signature on an 8x10. I need to get some frames for these guys. But I got him to sign Rocket because if you don't know, Sean Gunn is actually the mocap for Rocket. I was thinking whether I want to do Kraglin or Weasel, from Suicide Squad, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go Rocket because that picture of him and you know, in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He's awesome. So yeah, super cool experience. Glad I was able to meet him and just let him know, you know, I was saying, bro, I was like, you and your brother are like killing it in the superhero game right now. Made sure I let him know that because the guns are cooking. Also, the other two signatures I got, and this is kind of odd because I was kind of torn on whether I wanted to do this or not. And when I say when I want to do this, I wanted to meet these guys, both of them. It's just I met them for different characters than what most people kind of know them for, if that makes sense. So first off, I met Mr. Francois Shaw or Francois Shaw, however you want to say his name. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced, but he is the voice of Quick Kick in G.I. Joe Real American Hero. So I had to get the OG artwork signed by him. I think that would look great in an 8x10. And super cool guy. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'm so torn because he's also Super Shredder or Shredder / Super Shredder in TMNT Secret of the Ooze, the second Turtles movie from the 90s. And, you know, he was like, oh, I get it. You know, he's like, both great. And I was like, yeah. Kind of let him know that I loved his performances for both. And I let him know that, like, I was a huge Quick Kick fan. And I think he kind of enjoyed that maybe. I don't know. Maybe he gets that a lot. But super cool guy. And super glad to have that 8x10 signed by him. And then, last but not least, I met Lauren Lester. And if you don't know who he is the voice of Batman. Oh my gosh. The voice of Robin in Batman, the animated series. So, goated show, probably the best animated series of all time, arguably. But, I don't know if you know this, he's the voice of Barbecue in G.I. Joe Real American Hero. So, yeah, had to meet him. Super cool, nice guy. And he was kind of telling me about just basically what it was like working on that series. And basically he was saying how much he loved Batman the Animated Series and how he loved G.I. Joe as well, even though he didn't really have many voice lines. I just thought it was very interesting because I think this was one of his earliest gigs in his career. I know Francois said this was his first ever voice acting role, which was Quick Kick, so that's awesome. But just to see that I'm finding these guys that voice G.I. Joe characters, that had me sold because that's what I want on my wall is G.I. Joe characters. And I know that's crazy to have them over, you know, like super popular characters like Robin. But yeah, I thought that was awesome. Meeting him was cool. And he gave me, you know, the PSA, you know, knowing is half the battle before I left. So that was great. So yeah, all in all, I think this was definitely one of the more successful cons. We didn't have to wait long for the guests, which is great, considering how many laps we did. But like once we actually got in line and tried to meet the people, it was not a headache like it was last year. So yeah, I think that'll do it for the video. I know that this one's kind of long-winded. I kind of went through like literally everything in the past 2 weeks. So I'm sorry for that. And if you stayed this long, thank you so much. I really do appreciate y'all. And hopefully, you know, I'll make some cooler videos because I know that most of my stuff is literally just me talking to my phone. So hopefully we can do some cooler things and maybe I can take some pictures of this guy because he is super freaking cool. If you want to see pictures of him, I'll probably post it on the Instagram. I literally post this guy, like I post all my figures on literally a coffee table. So my name on Instagram is literally the YouTube name. So yeah, if you want to tune in and I guess keep an eye out for this guy because he is definitely the hot topic. This MDLX Sideswipe is freaking amazing. So yeah, I think that'll be it, guys. So I appreciate all of you. Love you all. And remember, stay blessed and stay frosty.